a oh wow, we're back out again, and this time it's a familiar place. This time out there explore, we are going to Shooter's Island, and we're leaving from Elizabeth. This is the Veterans Memorial Waterfront Park. You can see behind me, but today it's a little bit different. We're having a debate. A lot of people that we met today said this is not the right place to launch. The right place is over there at that marina. But if you watch an old video I had an emergency pull off in there, and they wanted money, so that was not a good one. Well, what do we have here today? We're doing a little bit different. We actually are gonna take our own advice and not solo paddle this part. So we got Mike V here. Mike V, come here, man.
Hello.
You want to say anything?
Yeah. So I've never been on this body of water before. You're kind of leading this trip. I think we launch here and we're going to, what is it called? Shooter's Island. Yeah. We got the radio, so we're going to notify these boats when we cross the channel. Trying to be extra safe here. We're going to hug the shoreline, and when we're ready to cross, we'll let them know, and when there's a clear path there. I'm super excited about this, and we'll just like explore, I guess, right? Like we're kind of just winging it right now, right? But we're going to be safe.
I want you to see what it looks like when you're under here. So it is, and that's the radio going up. You can see the tide it's about, last time it was all the way up, but you can see it's a whole world under here. But yeah, Mike V made it. He's in the water. You see the Bayonne Bridge, and we're gonna do this. So let's get going. Oh, what was that? I hope that was just barnacles cracking. See, the one thing with this Pungo that's different from the Old Town Loon is it's stable, but I got real spoiled with the Old Town because it's really stable. All right, we're in, and my buddy's over here getting some reprieve. Let me show you from the heat already. It's not even hot out, right? There he is. All right, so Mike V is telling me our best plan here is to go and zip right across the channel. Do we want to make a call first or not?
Yeah, let's make a call. Security, 2 kayakers crossing on the Arthur Kill near Veterans Memorial Park.
All right, okay, so security, 2 kayakers, orange and yellow, crossing to Shooter's Island from Veterans Memorial Waterfront Park. Over.
Should be good. Looks like we're clear. You might have a response, but probably not. It's much more like the boaters are much more responsive on the Hudson because there's just so many of them. It's like ferries and stuff. Yeah, I think we're good to go. It looks clear. I think if we blast through this, we should get over in no time with the current.
So we're crossing perpendicular, and the eastern current is causing chop on the boats. So I want to try to get as far as we can. We did get Channel 13 tug boats, did acknowledge. So I'm getting splashed here. All right. I'm paddling my butt off right now. So this is embarrassing, but my buddy Mike V just told me that I actually was paddling with my paddle upside down, which makes sense of why the channel, the paddling seemed a little more challenging than normal. But that's what, you know, gotta say, got a case of the nerves for some reason with this one. And I've been here alone, but I guess in retrospect, I kind of realize how serious it is paddling these waterways, especially with those tugs, and you'll see them. It's fascinating being really close to these big round metal structures. They're called mooring dolphins, and you could tie tugs and barges to them to secure them. I also loved how all these cormorants were out here. They're out flapping their wings. If you ever noticed they spread their wings out, it's because they dive deep, but their wings are not waterproof, so they get wet, and in order to dry off, they have to spread them, and that's how they can dive bomb. But they're really fascinating. Well, here are some interesting things about Shooters Island. So back from 1898 to 1910, Shooters Island was the Townsend Downey Shipyard, building yachts and ships. Yes, yachts. And then between 1915 and 1922, Standard Shipbuilding took over, and during World War I, launched cargo ships here, employing thousands of people, which is amazing. Then on February 25th, 1902, Alice Roosevelt christened Kaiser Wilhelm II's yacht Meteor 3 here. So the yacht was called Meteor 3, and Thomas Edison filmed it, evidently. So that was really wild. You know, Mike V was remarking as we were on the side of the structure here that it kind of reminds you in cartoons where somebody sneezes and like an avalanche happens, because it's so precarious. A lot of that stuff looks like at any moment just going to fall over. Some of it actually looks like it was lit on fire or it burned at some point, but it's fascinating. Did you know they call this place Shooter's Island because back in colonial times, the island was a huge hunting spot. Colonists, Dutch settlers came here to shoot wild geese and waterfowl. Wow, this is amazing. Look at the size of this tire. This is nuts. How would that even get here? I don't know, you can use your imagination. So the name of the game here is definitely, Mike and I talked to make sure we don't step on any rusty nails. This is going to be a tall order because this is all this is here. Mike's exploring, Mike V. But just to give you an idea, there's so much stuff here. I mean, it's an understatement. If you like to pull on threads and see where they lead to, this is the place for you. There's so much kelp here, and it's super slippery, but that's the wake from the tug and the state trooper. You see Mike V in the distance. Yeah, the trick definitely here is balance. Watch where you're stepping. Just look at this. Some of this algae and kelp looks dry, but I wouldn't trust all of it. What's up, man? See anything cool?
I think it's a dog spine.
Yeah?
Pretty morbid, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this stuff.
You can tell I'm having a lot of fun here, and this Shooter's Island it's pretty wild, and there's a lot of debris here, and which I'm going to check out. But I'm going to get a little closer, and as you can imagine, sky's the limit on what kind of stuff washes up in a place like this. So I saw a couple interesting items. I brought gloves because for lots of reasons. I'm up to date with my tetanus shot. I don't have boots on, but I got like old sneakers that have a pretty decent sole. But oh man, this place is this is some wacky stuff. So somebody's suitcase. Good news is there's nothing in it, like body parts, which don't want to see. Mike V saw a carcass of an animal. I think it was a deer, but it could have been you don't want to see that. Yeah, look. So this has a spy history. During the Revolutionary War, it was used as like where couriers would drop messages for George Washington, which is really cool. I'm kind of getting lost over here. But he's having a good time too. So there's all kinds of adventures here, but look, there's even more stuff over here. You can see from the way the water tides and currents that you're gonna get a lot of stuff washed up over here. There's another huge tire. I am the king of Shooter's Island at this moment. And you can see, step lively, as they say. There's so much wild stuff. I mean, if you comb this whole island, unfortunately we're not gonna have enough time today, but I think I want to come back and spend more time. But there is so much stuff that washes up. We just grabbed a couple things with Mike V. Mike, come show us what you found here.
We found this laying around. It is a rolled up dollar with some writing on it. Let's see.
And there's a cork in there, right?
Yeah, there's a cork on the top, and there's clearly like some paper with something wrapped around it. You know, what could be in there, we don't know.
So you know what?
It'd be like a treasure map.
So I'm gonna say I'm actually pretty superstitious. So
Should we leave it here?
well, you could take it, but I would say I'd be worried that open that is going to be some type of you're going to have some kind of spell put on you. But
yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it here for the next person for sure. I'm not messing with that.
But you know, we'll put it in an area where if you want to come by and somebody wants to find out what the secret is, go for it. But
I don't want to have like the spell of the witch doctor or something after I open it.
You know, I'll tell you, people tell me like, you know, you're superstitious. You know, the world is an interesting place, and it's $1, unless it could be 100 wrapped underneath it. You never know. But even that, I don't think would be worth.
Whatever it is, the paper is kind of just falling apart in there.
I also want to show you this. We found this, which was just a beautiful piece of glass. I mean, it's not even, you could see can't sit up, but it was perfectly unmolested in that pile. Yeah, that looks like the, not Star Wars, what was the name of the spoof on it? Spaceballs?
Yeah, Dark Helmet.
Yeah.
Dark Helmet with a yeah.
But, yeah. Imagine you were a castaway here, and you had to survive. Or imagine when when Henry Hudson and the crew, and actually way before then, the indigenous people, I mean, they had all this was theirs, and gotta say they probably wouldn't be too proud of what this is now, although there are some beautiful birds here that we're staying away from. But oh my goodness, what is going on here? Speaking of, it's like a lean-to. What do you got there? Looking good. If we had a tarp, we could throw it over there. Be a little closer comfort, but it could do the job. Looks nice enough.
I would not trust the structural integrity of this, but
I always find babies here. Always find babies. And then I think this is from Frozen. Yeah.
this is amazing, man. Keep going.
Yeah, so all kinds of stuff.
Sorry, friend.
Yeah.
I was scared approaching the this. I thought it was gonna be a dead body in the luggage.
Yeah, me too. If we had to do a makeshift shelter tonight, I don't know if we would sleep under this. Maybe we would if we had to. But yeah, so this is art, man. This is art.
Well, we appreciate the message in the bottle plus the dollar bill. It's what else we got? The Clean Harbors
Helmet.
hat, which is a little ironic considering it's
Yeah.
littered.
No, true. And then there's all kinds of stones here. Like, I'll show you this close. It's very interesting. Always find babies, little baby here. But yeah, if you come, and this beautiful bottle as well. There's all kinds of stuff like this here. You got my sneaker too. But if we have more time, we will probably come back. You could do more, but yeah, anyway. All right, man, we're out. We got to get our cars out of the lot before 7, or we're gonna get locked in. All right. Go. I hope that's everything. Spent our whole day here. All right. Here we go. All right. Got the VHF scanning 13, 16, I think 14. Mike's saying there's a boat coming. I'm so happy we got out here. But I'm going to share with you, I had a lot of anxiety about getting back in the water again and doing something, you know, a little more challenging. I'm really grateful that Mike V on you know, really, how would you say, spontaneously was able to make this trip. But it's, you know, it's one of those things, if you ever, one of those things, if you just plan it, there's some traffic on the radio. But I was gonna say, it goes to show, like, I always know that I'm gonna feel better once I get out there. And it's true, you do, but sometimes leading up to it, just like make a lot of excuses not to. But I'm glad you were able to come along. I'm glad Mike V was able to come along. There's a tug now, just did like a U-ey in front of us. Let me turn that around. Sure. Let's just on the. You want to wait a minute, or when should we call out to them? Woo! Nice. We're hitting them right. We're hitting them head on. You know, 90. So we're not getting that splash over the, which is cool. Let me get it. I bet he's turning right, but we'll see. There's another wake here. Yeah, the Iona Hallister or whatever made a nice one. So you may be wondering why I'm not wearing sunglasses. It's not because I forgot them. I've actually started trying to get more sunlight in my eyes because from what I read, it's actually good for you. And I need all the goodness I can get. Securite, securite, securite. 2 kayakers, orange and yellow, leaving the Shooters Island area of Staten Island towards the Veteran Memorial waterfront in Elizabeth. Out, over and out. So copy that. I think you're all clear.
All right, we're good.
All right, well, the GoPro got hot and turned off, but we made it across the channel, which is always a great thing. We did a little chirp on channel 13 VHF. They seem to acknowledge, so I feel good about that. You know, I'm gonna say it's interesting because Elizabeth, the city of Elizabeth, and their travel PR firm, Go Elizabeth, I think, they have some videos where they do like drone shots of people hanging out here, and there's like jet skis and people are like, it looks like Miami, but in reality, we did see a couple of jet skiers. But check out this wall over here. You wouldn't see this from, oh, we're getting waves from people. Hello. Let me go over to them if you don't mind. How's it going? I don't want to get in this crab pots or whatever, if you guys, or whatever. So some other facts is there was a politician locally in the 60s who wanted to actually blow up Shooters Island to make it easier for ships to pass. But really what you should know is it's now closed. New York City has determined this a bird sanctuary. just jamming. I love it. Right on, man. It's gonna be fun all the way up to the last minute because there's a craft right here. Want to get that wake?
Oh yeah.
Woo! Oh, that's a double. Oh! Oh! I got water, man. What's it like? How's it looking?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Oh man,
It looks fine, but it's doable.
it smells rank.
Yeah, it's like fuel.
Yeah. Battery's about to pop.
Right?
Did you get any water with that?
Yeah, I got a little bit. Yeah, you probably got a lot more than me.
Yeah, I did. It's funny, the last thing of the day, it was like,
That was fun though.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Got a little bit of challenge, so that's it. Success.
I'm gonna
Got a lot of people looking at us like we're a little bit out of our mind.
horizontally here. Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna get out.
All right. To end this video, we're hanging out at the waterfront with Mikey V. Mike, take the, well, you need your hands for this. What I wanted people to say is if you have like a shoulder that's not 100% or you don't want to mess with your back, check out what Mike has here. What do you call this thing?
This is the Thule Elevator. So on like a heavier boat, you pop it up, and then there's I think hydraulics or something that move it up, move the boat up. So like that. But I mean, I don't like to like do it all the way down. It's easier for me to just pop it up on this height.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so now you get to see him in action.
That's it.
So if you've ever lifted a kayak onto a roof, it definitely gives you more, it makes it a little more easier to do. You're not putting so much strain on your back and your shoulders, and then you got the tie straps. Very cool. All right, thanks, Mike V. So after a hard paddle, I like to go and eat my dinner on the waterfront with my friends here. And I'm having a burrito that I heated up and put in some tin foil. Pretty good. The breeze here is awesome. So it's a real cool vibe. Somebody's playing some old school rap. Sounds like LL Cool J. Good times. And then I'm gonna head out of here. But thanks for coming by. You got to see Shooters Island. And Mikey V, it was a good time. I always love coming to this place because people are really cool and a lot of people just hanging out, just relaxing. There's people on jet skis. There's a lady who has like 2 kites that are like insanely high up in the air. A guy over here just caught an eel. I couldn't even look at it. It was like, it was not good. I don't know. He got his hook out, but not in the way I would recommend. But yeah, look, check out how high this kite is. When you say go fly a kite, they were serious. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna call it. There's always something cool going on here. That is a cool bike.